Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now. Oh, you want to swing by the chat room right now. Yes, we have a chat room going on. Not just comment threads in a blog post or a YouTube page. No, an actual live chat room at live.pirillo.com. That's the reason why we put the URL right beneath the little, rotating logos. You see it? Well, you can't click it, but you can go there. And we're typically talking tech as we usually tease throughout any one of the hundreds and hundreds of videos that we've decided to upload to the internet. You are more than welcome to swing by the chat room, and when you do, you're probably going to ask questions that have been asked, I kid you not, a million times before. How big are the monitors? 30 inches. What are these lights above Chris's monitors? Those are Tix clocks. How old is Chris? Well, look up my Wikipedia page, so on and so forth. The questions kind of go on and on and on and on. So I'm going to invite a few of the people who help moderate the channel, the chat at live.pirillo.com, after I read a top 5 list as submitted by a community member at large, Scott Graham. Thought it was a good guideline or set of guidelines. If you've never heard of me or never watched one of my videos before, he has top 5 tips to watching our videos. Number 1, be prepared to be introduced to some new concepts and views about technology. It's a good point. Our opinions are, all over the map, and it's a good thing. We all get along with each other, and even when we don't get along with each other, we're still friends. Number 2, some of the things in these videos might not necessarily be of your opinion, but usually most of the things discussed on the show come from members like you, people out there in the community at large. You, just by watching this video, are a member of the community. And you can feel free to email me anytime with your opinions or thoughts or suggestions, chris@pirillo.com. That's my email address. Number 3, be a part of the community. There's nothing more rewarding knowing that what you think may contribute to helping another person out there. That's, I think, really nice. So if you're going to stop by the chat room, don't just stop in there, ask a question, then leave. I mean, come on. That's just stay around, get the feel, maybe answer a couple questions. And, you don't have to stay here all the time. I mean, certainly, we all have things to do. I mean, I can't imagine anybody ever wanting to sit in front of a couple of 30-inch monitors all day long. Sorry, kind of get pulled in there. Number 4, remember that the show is here to help not just the average Joes of technology, but the whole spectrum of geeks and novices. So look out for videos that will interest you. Very true. We try to upload 5 different videos every weekday. That leads to about 25 new videos a week. It's quite a few hours of regular programming, so to speak. You never know what you're going to find. We're a potpourri of what? Oh, potpourri. We are a regular potpourri, lemon-scented for your enjoyment. And number 5, most importantly, have fun. If you can't have a sense of humor about yourself, well, don't expect me to have a sense of humor for you. Be a nice person, generally speaking. Now, in terms of rules and roles and regulations in the chat room, I'm going to toss it out to the open channel, not just the people who are, right now currently have voice in chat, which means they can talk while we're recording these videos, but those who actually have an actual voice and can speak through my computer speakers to explain to you some suggestions they might have, tips, tricks, etc., guidelines. And with that, I know Alan's going to speak up. And I'm sure Kat is as well.
Chris, I actually have my top 5 ways to get kicked out of the chat room ready if you'd want me to add that, or we can save that for something else.
No, that's a good thing to put in here.
All right, let me read those real quick. Now keep in mind, these are not the ways to behave. These are the top 5 ways to get kicked out. Number 1, be rude and abusive. Put people down, call them names, say everything and everyone is stupid or lame. Being rude is never tolerated in Chris's channel and will get you booted faster than you can sneeze. Number 2, repeat yourself over and over. Asking your question 6 times in a row will actually get you what's called an auto kick by our chat room bot. Her name is Elle, and she is picky. She doesn't really like it when you tend to keep saying the same thing over and over. She'll remove you pretty darn quick. Ask your question, and if one of us can answer it or help you, we will. Use all caps or curse is number 3. The channel has people of all ages in it, from around 12 years old to all the way up to ones in their retirement years. We have automatic bad word censoring turned on. However, that doesn't just allow you to curse anyway. You will be warned to stop, then made to leave if you continue. Also, keep in mind that typing in all capital letters all the time is considered to be shouting and is just rude and hard to read. It won't get you noticed other than to get you gone. Number 4, post tons of off-topic links. We have AutoKick set up for spamming certain channels and threads. Please only post links that may be relevant to the conversation of the moment, or links to things of Chris's at his website or YouTube channel. 5, tick off me, cat. That is kind of a joke rule, but yet it holds true. Don't be rude to any of the channel ops and don't argue with them. All of them volunteer their time to help keep some semblance of order so that everyone can enjoy their stay. They work hard and do not go around having power trips or kicking people just for fun. They do deserve your respect and appreciation. Oh yeah, and a word of thanks now and then wouldn't be turned down either. So if you're planning to visit or to stay in our chat room, you might also want to check out the Wild Ride IRC Network rules. You can find those at www.wildride.org/rules. And that's about all I have.
And again, those are ways to get kicked out if you want to get kicked out. And people do, it happens all the time. And honestly, I think it just boils down to having a modicum of respect, not just for, everybody else on the planet, but for yourself in particular. You have to remember that even though the computer monitor that you're sitting in front of and typing into, kind of in a roundabout way, that may not be human, but you are interacting with other humans on the other end of that screen. And a lot of people seem to forget that. And I think those rules apply not just to our chat room at live.pirillo.com as supported by Wild Ride, but I think anywhere, honestly. Being a good netizen it transcends any particular community. It should apply to every online community. Boils down to respect. Now, Alan, do you have anything else that you want to add? What people should and should not do in general, or even in our channel?
Not really. Just read the rules. Ignorance isn't an excuse.
Fair enough. And the thing that we have to add is, especially when we record the videos, people say they can't type because you haven't been given voice. And the reason why you're not given voice is because if we record videos with no filter in place, well, then weird stuff starts showing up in the chat. And I like keeping the chat in the videos. Even when we're streaming live, I keep the chat, typically unmoderated. So just about anything goes. Although Kat is right. We try to keep it relevant. And we don't mean specific. I mean, we're not going to hammer anybody because they post a link to a piece of hardware or a news story. I mean, that is relevant. I mean, it's useful. It's information. It sparks a discussion. It's not offensive necessarily, depending on the type of news story. But how would you want to be treated? That's how you should treat other people. I mean, come on. It really isn't rocket science. It's just being nice. I see this stuff all the time. It just seems that people forget that they're interacting with other people. And if I want to accomplish anything, it's to remind you that the internet is not just a series of cables and wires. It's connections between people. And hopefully you will connect with us. My email address is chris@pirillo.com, once again. And you can feel free to swing by our chat room so long as you can behave and follow the rules and, expect the unexpected in a fun sort of way. And that chat room, if you hadn't figured it out by now, is live right now. We're talking right now. We're discussing something or another right now. As you're watching this video, we are chatting right now at live.pirillo.com. We'll see you later.